Hertfordshire police attend the house of Metropolitan Police Officer David Carrick. Carrick has been accused of rape by an unnamed woman.
These are the necessities that I've just explained to you. Therefore, okay. Well,
And their body-worn cameras capture a defiant Carrick.
We'll allow you to get some close
What is it you're searching for?
articles relating to the offences.
Happened in St Albans.
In 2020. This is the allegation that's been made to us, okay, sir?
There's no necessity.
Yes, there is.
I've been a police officer for 20 years.
Right, David.
Do you want me to come naked like this?
No, just understand you're under arrest,
I know
okay?
I'm under
Just
arrest.
explain to us, what do you need?
I'll hold it like this. Don't worry
Right.
about it.
Can one of my colleagues go and get you stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Carrick, after 17 years as a serial sex offender hiding in plain sight, the game was finally up. David Carrick was no ordinary cop. He was elite, cleared by the Met to carry a gun and guard members of government, including the Prime Minister. But all the time, Carrick was waging a campaign of terror as a serial sex offender and getting away with it. Until in 2021, an unnamed woman came forward and accused a trusted, vetted police officer of rape.
He made her feel very safe because he said, you know, I'm a police officer, showed his warrant card. So immediately she was obviously feeling at ease. I'm going to be safe with him. And how wrong could she be? She was actually meeting a monster. She was really wobbly, unsteady on her feet. And then he took her to another pub, and then she remembers being kind of dragged and semi-unconscious and was absolutely convinced it wasn't through drink. And then when he got her into the hotel, he brutally raped her and threw her in the bath.
It could be argued that there was multiple opportunities to stop Carrick. It was first reported back in 2000, even before he became a police officer. Despite 2 crime reports on the police computer system, incredibly, Carrick was accepted into the Metropolitan Police Force in August 2001. It baffles me how these people are in the police force.
It's difficult. If somebody wants to join the police service, they're not going to exhibit those negative traits that they have. They are going to toe the line, they're going to say the right things, they're going to do the right things. When they're doing training exercises and everything else that you do or about see how people communicate with others, they're going to do the right things.
Complaints were made about Carrick's behaviour as a police officer from the start.
Carrick's early career is punctuated with allegations made of him being unprofessional. There was a stop and search incident where the person that was stopped claimed that he was rude and aggressive. There was also an instance where he used his sea spray inappropriately. You know, you'd have thought that should have been a warning sign to the police, but that's not uncommon. There are lots of police officers who have complaints made against them, sometimes malicious or otherwise, but they are resolved. So those instances would not necessarily result in him being disciplined or losing his job.
Journalist Lizzie Dearden was horrified when she learned of Carrick's checkered history during his trial. When you was looking into the past of David Carrick, should he have been stopped before any of this happened? Was there red flags?
It was not until the year that he got arrested that rape was reported, but what had been reported is a pattern of behaviour towards women. And instead of looking at those incidents over the years, even things that looked minor, the Metropolitan Police looked at them individually and shut each one of them down. He was never arrested, he was never prosecuted, he was never disciplined. And if he had been, there's no way he would have been able to abuse women for as long as he did.
I'm looking next at a case where Carrick took his abuse to another level. The police called her Victim J. Throughout his relationship with this woman, he violently raped her and physically tortured her and forced her into degrading acts.
He used to urinate in her mouth and make her drink his urine. I mean, he just inflicted every demeaning behaviour, controlling behaviour that you can think about on this poor woman. The more he did it, the more isolated, the more controlled she became, the more vulnerable. She even left her job as a mental health nurse, and he controlled everything she did.